Hello and welcome to PaperAngelPlans. My name is Angelina, and today I'm going to show you my planner spreads for the month of June and overall my reflection on June and how I'm feeling about this planner so far. Now, just a reminder, this planner is the Inamio Mini. It is in an A5 size. This is the 2024 to 2025 Inamio planner. And the jacket on this planner, the little cover, is from the A5 HON planner from Hobonichi. And on the cover here are some stickers that I made. These ducks are actually my July themed stickers that I did. This one is like a bread duck, and it says breadwinner. And this one says Orange You Glad, and it's a duck with a tangerine on his head. I thought these were really fun. And then I also made this little bear. She's themed after a strawberry ice cream panda. It's kind of like what I made, so I decided to combine the idea of pandas and then ice cream flavors. So I did the strawberry ice cream panda. And I have a few other ideas coming up soon too, and that I'd like to paste them on here. So I'm very excited for those. Be a lot of fun. I really like making stickers, so I'm always looking for new opportunities to make more. So yeah, I'm very excited. Let's take a look. I have a smaller sticker here. These are old stickers from some moleskin notebooks that I had, and I really like the moleskin stickers. They're just interesting. I don't know what this is supposed to represent, but I really like them. So one important spread that I've been using so far is, actually I'll show you this first. This is like the monthly, what's all the months of for 2024, 2025, and 2026. So it's like that year at a glance. And I just added some of these fun little cat stickers that I bought. I've had these cat stickers for a very long time. I'm gonna guess 4 years now since I got them. So I've had them for quite a while. And I was gonna talk about my workout tracker. So I decided that I really wanted to use this 2024 spread to track all my workouts for the year, for the school year, from July to 2024 to June 2025. I really like these, the way this is set up, and so I wanted to do some kind of format. So E means exercise, but then I also am using this as a water tracker. So my goal is to have at least at the maximum 120 ounces daily, but that's measured in 16.9 ounce bottles. So the average bottle that I drank is about this. So this is kind of me tracking how many bottles that I would need if I did. So I'm ranking on a scale from like 1 to 7 on how many I drank. And for exercise, my goal is 3 days on, 1 day off. So that means 3 days of workouts and 1 day of rest. And that round continues. So I'm listing it in a day variation, where it goes day 2, variation 1. So, and if I list it, it means that I completed the workout for that day. So far I've done day 2, variation 1, day 3, variation 1, day 4. And you can see so far this week in July, my water hasn't been the greatest. I think it's best on Mondays and Wednesdays. Part of me wonders if, because I'm working from home those days, that that might be the case, like why I'm drinking more water. I don't know, or I'm maybe more on top of it. And here's a little workout plan that my boyfriend made for me. He really likes fitness, and I asked him to help me out, get an idea of what I should be doing for my workouts, since I've been trying to improve and get a little bit more in shape. I'd also like to be a little bit stronger, because I feel like my arm strength isn't very good. So one of my big goals too is to work on, if you see, like, there's a lot of push-ups on here. One big goal that I have is to be able to do a full push-up without any without it being raised or elevated, and without having to use be using my knees. And like, I want to do like a full push-up in the regular full push-up form. But as you can see, like, there's different variations for my workout that really help to give me some just like some different different types of workouts to try, and I think it gives me variety, so I'm not gonna get bored, which I'm really excited about that. And so far I'm on the second cycle of my workouts, with variation 2 being finished as of today. So tomorrow will be my rest day. So I'm very excited, and I think so far I'm definitely liking this, and I'm excited to go back to variation 1 and kind of do that flip-flop. And as you can see, I did secure these down with washi tape, so that way I can move them to the other side when the other side is full. So it kind of allows me to leave these in here temporarily. So I've really I found a good use for washi tape because of that. And then let's go into my monthly spreads. Here is my monthly spread for June. I believe you saw it earlier. So what I did was I have this like little to-do list I made, and I would move this to-do list for each week. Since there's only 1 week in June, I had it on for the week and moved it to the monthly spread to see what my to-do list was. So as you can see, this is kind of like my little dashboard, what I wanted to do that month. And I just tipped in like a little page from it was one of my ring binder, like an old little rings insert that I had. And I marked, like, I have little like a little key of little symbols to talk about like important things and stuff. So I really like using this key. I think it's really helped me out a lot. So like one example of my key here is I do like a little TV for a television show that I'm watching or that I'm excited for. So I was really excited to see Bridgerton when it came out on season 3 part 2 on June 13th. And then I did like a little broom here to mean like cleaning. So I'm really liking it. It keeps my monthly spreads a little bit cleaner and allows me to input more information, but while also using like less symbol or like a lot of symbols, which I really appreciate. So I'm really excited. I love this, the way the spread turned out. It's very pink and I don't know, it's very vibrant. I really like it. Maybe in the future I'll like highlight the dates. I don't know. They're very fun. And then let's move on to my first week in June. Let me see. I'm going to find my June spread. Oh, actually, I added these little tabs recently after my July spread. And I really like these little tab stickers that I made for myself, so I can denote like where the month starts. So this is where June would start. I'm actually planning to backdate this with old information from my weekly planner. And that's one of my goals to do. And this was my my spread for the last week of June. So these are some notes I had since I'm learning Portuguese right now. I put down some different words that I'd like to learn in Portuguese since I don't know what their Portuguese translation. So I'm going to add them to a Portuguese journal. And then I also have some sticker ideas for things I want. Like I want little flags for languages I'm practicing. And then throughout this week, I definitely had a lot of fun using this hourly spread. I really love it. I'm so excited that I move into this because I feel like this hourly spread feels more genuine to me. Using like the weekly spreads, I felt like I always had to adjust the spread to suit me and to suit my needs. I feel like right now I have everything laid out and I can still kind of have like a journaling format even if it's a vertical week spread. Sometimes people don't like having to write in a vertical column. They'd prefer to write end to end, like left to right, and you know, on a longer stretch of on like a horizontal like little space to write in. So for me, I really like this vertical spread, and I feel like I can add things like, oh, I was tired here, I was sleepy, you know, and I think to me, I really enjoy doing those things. You know, I really enjoy writing and kind of writing down like little things I did. So like for this one, I got really into like I talked about like little channels that I watched or video editing, things like that. So like for this one, I discovered a new planner channel, PlannerCoven. I really like their videos a lot, and they've led to a lot of inspiration for what I've done with my my planner too. Even though they use rings, I really like the difference and the variation, and I like that like certain ring systems are not necessarily, like, they don't have to be only for ring planners. You can still implement them even if you're using a bound book. And then I have some little stickers, some that I made, some that I bought, like these piggies. I really love these little pigs. I'm almost out of them. This week I also started the week watching The Dark Crystal. It was my very first time seeing it, and I really enjoyed watching it. It was very fun. It was very interesting, and I have some stickers that I was making while I was watching it. I think it was very fun. I really like how much Jim Henson, like, he pays attention to every little detail of the environments that he creates. Like, he'll, like The Dark Crystal, if you didn't know, Jim Henson, the guy who did all the Muppets and like those kind of like he did all the Muppet shows and all the movies from the Muppets. He also did The Dark Crystal, and I was amazed at how much detail that he puts into this movie to make this world come alive. Like, it was so good. So another thing I did this week was I found a new show to watch, and I've already completed it. I think I was very excited. I was watching Lark Rise to Candleford. So it reminds me a lot of, if you've ever seen like Hallmark's When Calls the Heart, or you've seen what's another one, like Downton Abbey. It reminds me of like a blending of those two shows, and I've really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it because it's like a slice of life, but it's historical. It felt very interesting to me, and I had a lot of fun watching it. So I'm very excited. I also watched, or actually played, Animal Well, which is a game that my boyfriend and I enjoy playing together. It was a lot of fun. Like, we found, like, there's a lot of detail in that game. You could tell that the developers really care, and that they pay attention to every little detail. It's such an interesting game. I'm eager to play again. I think it'll be fun. And I also drew some duck stickers in this end of June. As you can see from the cover, the duck stickers that I made. And you'll see them in my July spreads when I show those. And also, I did some other additional spreads this time around. I have a June reflections and prompts. So this was inspired, I wrote down, this one was inspired by Ellie's Corner and plannercoven. I've seen both of those YouTubers feature the June, feature reflections and prompts. So, like, the first one was, this month I am releasing, or letting go of, and I put stress, fear, sadness. You know, I think May was a little bit tough for me. I had finals and other things going on, so it was a lot of negative emotions, but I was very excited to kind of just let go of all that. And so this month I'm reading Comparative Grammar of Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and French. I am still reading this. It's a very good book, just to see all the similarities between these four languages. It's very interesting. I also read Marriage of Inconvenience by Penny Reed. I really like this book. It was an audiobook. I've reread this series a few times. It's like Knitting in the City, I think, is a series. And I've always enjoyed reading it. It's been very fun. And it's a book I've read the very first book, I think, like 4 or 5 times. Match Point by Catherine Riley. I didn't finish that one. I don't know. It wasn't very intriguing to me at the time, and, you know, I just, in general. And this month I found Velt Punch, which is a Japanese rock group. I listened to a song called Estate by Nossa Alma Canta. So I believe this is a Italian name. Our Soul Sings, or something like that. But Estate is like a very popular Italian song. Then I also listened to an artist who I really enjoy listening to, which is Sheena Ringo. She's a Japanese pop, jazz, and swing artist. I really love, like, how she's just like I feel like popularizing, like, the big band kind of swing sounds. And I feel like I rarely hear them in, like, modern music, so she kind of adds that modern twist to that music. like the swing and jazz, and I really love it. She like there's a lot of cheer to her songs too. Like, I don't know, it's very good. Like, I love hearing like the trumpets, the drums, everything. Like, I think, I don't know, it's a very unique sound. It feels, or at least very different to, to very different in comparison to like our pop music. And so this month, I watched Bridgerton season 3 part 2 on Netflix. I was very happy about that. I also found Lark Rise to Candleford season 1, season 2, which I found on Tubi TV, and both of these were very good. There's another little stickers I made. And then this month I am inspired by TheCoffeeMonsterzCo, which is a YouTube channel that I really liked watching. She's Helen is the name of the girl who does the TheCoffeeMonsterzCo, and I really like the work that she does. I watch every single video of hers. I think I really like listening to her voice, and I think that I also like the content that she puts out. Like, it's always just very fun, and how she talks about her day, and that kind of inspires me a lot. Another YouTuber named Motley GM for tabletop. He has a lot of very good advice for tabletop and being a GM for tabletop games. There's PlannerCoven, who I mentioned before. And then Howl's Moving Castle. I really love, this is one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. And I really like Calcifer and these other characters. I made a fake nail set with a Calcifer theme to it. So it was like Calcifer, bacon, eggs, and all that. So that's something that really inspired me this month. Actually, these nails that I've made or these are some nails that I've made and designed. And they're fun. I like making my own nails. I think there's a lot of fun in doing it, a lot of creativity. And then I've also liked the ducks on Pinterest. So there's a lot of fun like Pinterest ducks that I've been seeing that are like that bread duck or that tangerine duck that are really fun. And like other like meme kind of ducks. They're just silly. And this month I'm celebrated my birthday and new internship that I started. This month I'm welcoming calm, creativity, and relaxation. My reflections on the month. So my happiest memory was having my birthday week, spending time with my boyfriend. I made peppermint patties, and actually I also tried to make like a peppermint bark this time around for 4th of July, so it was fun. And I also watched Bridgerton, so it was very fun. Lesson that I learned. I learned that, don't send, I learned when, like, in a professional setting, when you're sending emails, it's good to send one email, the first day that you need to ask about something. And if you don't get a response, wait another day to check in. If in the case of my work, and I felt that I needed a lot of work, and I'd been finishing tasks quickly, so it was very hard for me to be patient and wait for more tasks at my internship. So, and it was a good learning experience to have. So now I know, and now I think I'll be better. I've been better and improving since then. So what's some stress that worked out? I had a conversation that I was worried would result in like an uncomfortable situation, but it didn't. I felt really happy. It didn't, I was very relieved. And where I grew the most. The internship has taught me a lot about working life and adult life, and I feel like I'm getting closer to like understanding what like a 9-to-5 job will look like. So I'm very excited about that. It feels like I'm getting independence and learning how to be an adult. Something random and fun. The night that I got this planner, I could hardly sleep because I was so excited to use it. I'm also feeling closer to a cousin of mine, and I'm feeling like we're becoming more good friends, So I'm very happy about that as well. So there's my July spread. I haven't set it up yet. And then, let's see. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention. For the reflections, I'm looking to add for next month creating. So what are the things I've made this month? I do a lot of creative hobbies, so like the nails or crochet. Like I made a little calcifer Let me see. Let me find him. He made this little calcifer. He was really fun. I really like him. He's like a little desk friend for me. But I also like to record, you know, the things that I've made. Another thing I wanted to include was either favorite things or tools, or maybe a favorite stationery. Like, what stationery am I enjoying right now? Is it washi tape, or is it something else? And I think that'll be kind of just a very fun thing to talk about. The next one is my watch list. So these are some either shows I want to watch or shows that I have already seen. So and some of them are also movies or YouTube channels. So for movies, actually this is a TV show. Lark Rise to Candleford was on here. I gave it about a 3. Unfortunately, like I was extremely excited about the show, and I think it was pretty good, but I don't know if it made me feel like it was amazing. I wasn't like overwhelmingly excited. Like I think it was engaging, but the main character, I feel like her romance arc wasn't done very well. I kind of feel that they rushed it a bit, and I realize this is partly because as of seeing season 4, they had to cancel that season. So it was season 4 was canceled. So it was like I think they made it up to 6 episodes till the end. So I was a little bit bummed about that, but I really hope that I can find a new show that maybe will make me feel even better. And I still think it was a good show, just had its moments that were a little bit difficult, or that made me kind of unhappy. So some things that I want to watch are like Red Sonja and Your Highness, which is supposed to be a very funny and comical movie. And then I also have some possible TV shows that I want to see. Vanity Fair, I'm not sure, 1998 or 1987, which one I want to see. Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Middlemarch, and The Spanish Princess. These are more historical TV shows. I'm still wondering about them, if I want to see them. And then I have a to-read list. So I've currently really want to read Divine Rivals. I've been hearing a lot about it, and a lot of people are really liking it, so I want to try it. And then I'm reading Scandal in Spring by Lisa Kleypas, and I really like Lisa Kleypas' work. And then there's some other books here that I've been looking at, or some of them I think are going to be rereads for me. But I'm very excited. I really like the spreads. I've had these spreads before in bullet journals that I've made in the past. Maybe a few years ago I put them in bullet journals that I had, and I've really liked them. They've been useful spreads, so I felt like since I had extra paper, I should do it here. And I also have new recipes to try, and one of them are Chinese almond cookies. I've been really wanting to learn how to make these. I want to find a healthy recipe for them. And then pastéis de nata, which are a Portuguese pastry, like a custard pastry, and Japanese meat buns. I've been really interested in trying to make all 3 of those, so I'm really hoping I'll find recipes that I like and that I can maybe change up if I need to. So I'm very excited. Thank you for joining me in my June flip through. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.